Today we're going to take apart a two-stroke engine for the purpose of sourcing some aluminum. So here we have the starter, spark plug, centrifugal clutch, air filter, the carb underneath. We're going to start by removing this air filter and the centrifugal clutch. This is what's inside the clutch. The faster it spins, the more friction there is between the pads and the cup here. Now we're going to remove the starter. Inside the starter, when you pull the cord, this comes out. It catches onto those ridges here. Taking out the piston head. And this is the piston. The rings, which keep you sealed. This is all a bit charred. This is inside the head. So those little indentations is how oil-gas mixture gets inside. It goes in the chamber where there's a spark plug, where the explosion happens. Yeah, over there. And then there's the exhaust. The other side, the carburetor. Choke. Pulling the throttle cable here. Fuel valve. This was the fuel line. Going to take off this cup here. So here we have the float, which will control this. Push it up when the cup fills with gas. Any air is sucked in through here, depending on how much we pull the throttle and also the aperture of this. So we'd open it like that to start the engine to give it more air. And this is the idle screw. This is the reed valve. In there you can see the valve, which gets the mixture going one way but not the other. Okay, now the overview of everything we saw here. You would open this choke here to let maximum air in. Air will be filtered through this filter, which is attached to it. Well, you obviously turn on the fuel valve before that. The fuel starts flowing, fills up that cup. Once that cup is just the right amount of fuel, the float will push this switch here, so the fuel stops flowing and stays at the same level. If there is an overflow, the fuel will come out through this and through this little tube. So when that happens, you would open the choke, right, to let maximum air in. Pull this starter. The engine hopefully starts. So the fuel air mixture will go through that. Enter here. Open the valve, because everything will be sucked in. The mixture will go through all this and into the cylinder head assembly through these indentations. The explosion will happen in there, triggered by the spark plug, which is fired by the magneto here, and then it will exit from the exhaust. And energy is transmitted through centrifugal clutch. The faster the engine rotates, the more these things push on the cup here, and that way you have somewhat smooth operation of how much power is translated into the wheels, and this will go to the wheels and everything else. The clutch has been taken off, and this is what we see inside. All the scrap ready to melt. To prevent excessive smell, I am cleaning residue from each part. So this is how much aluminum I got from my two-stroke engine.